Yo, hit the sub, hit the bell, let's get into it. I'm going to be going over some of my fall fragrances. Right now we are in the month of September, getting ready to head into those next couple months where you're starting to see those temperatures drop a little bit more, starting to see the need to bring out that light jacket come up a little bit more. I was looking at the monthly forecast and it was looking like the rest of this month will be like in the 70s, a little bit of the 80s, so I should still be good this month, next month, and definitely November. It's gonna drop from like the 70s to the 60s, and then I know in November it's gonna be pretty much 50s and 40s. So I'm definitely gonna be needing to pull out more of the fall friendly fragrances. Went through my collection and picked out everything that I would consider to be appropriate for fall. Here is a little sneak peek into some of the fragrances that I have lined up for fall. So I have Guess 1981 Indigo, have Polo Red Extreme, the little atomizer that I made. I have Dolce Gabbana Intenso, Calvin Klein CK Free. I have CK1 Shock, which I really like that one. I have Blue Seduction by Antonio Banderas. This is a classic one for me. This is a new bottle I picked up from Ajmal. It's called Shadow. This here is a little atomizer of Creed Royal Oud. Replica, this is the Fireplace scent they have. Intense Euphoria by Calvin Klein. I have Frank Olivia Oud Touch. These are just some of the few that I have for the fall fragrances. I am super excited to get into this particular season. I like the light jacket season, maybe a light scarf, things like that. I'm always into that. Maybe even bring out a pair of my Timbs or something like that to wear. But I've been a huge fan of this particular season. I love the winter season. I love the cooler temperatures and the cooler climate. So let's get into some of the breakdowns of what I got for this particular season. First up is Guess 1981 Indigo. I think this is like a one ounce bottle. I didn't really need a whole lot of this because I won't wear this that much. I won't have that much of a time frame to wear this. I wouldn't really want to wear this in the summer. This has like blue lavender, some coconut notes. It has like amber and I believe fig. I got a little touch strip here. I'm gonna go ahead and. That's really nice, yo. It's warm. You can get that lavender, that blue lavender is really loud in here. It's really nice though. It's clean, but it's not too sharp. It's real creamy and smooth. It kind of has like a powdery vibe to it, but it's a creamy one. It's not real sharp and real abrupt or harsh. And that's what I like about this. There's not a lot of fruit or anything like that present. It's mainly just that lavender and the musk and just like how smooth those two work together. Really nice scent. You put this on, maybe a couple sprays. You probably won't need a whole lot. Probably do maybe one on the chest, one on the wrist, and then kind of spread that. Maybe one more right on my clothes if I got, something, kind of neutral colored on. One right on my clothes and going by my day. Really nice scent. I think I'm gonna rock this one. This might be my first one that I try out because I still haven't tried it out. The next one is an atomizer that I made of the Polo Red Extreme. Get a lot of body oils from African imports. One of the oils that I picked up was Polo Red Extreme. Extremely close to that scent. It smells spot on, doesn't really smell cheap or like a knockoff or watered down or anything like that. It smells extremely close to it. I'm gonna put it against my shirt. You can see how the color is. It's like a really dark brownish sort of red, like a real muted red. I love this scent. I love how it manages to be warm, but it doesn't. It's a warmer scent, but it doesn't come off. To me, this can be done possibly in the summer if you do it lightly. It has notes of blood orange, coffee, and ebony wood. One of the first things I really loved about this scent was the coffee note. I love the smell and the utilization of coffee in a lot of note layouts and fragrances. I think that's really cool and unique that some certain companies will do that, especially when the coffee is somewhat dominant, at least relevant in the scent. You got some notes that sometimes just get lost in the layout, and this one it definitely does not get lost. I love that. It's warm, got a little bit of citrus to it. I believe that the dry down on this is going to be great, especially during those times when you're layering up and you're adding on layers. I believe that little sweetness will peek through and it'll be really pleasant to smell. This is number 2. Third one that I got is CK Free by Calvin Klein. I like this one. I like this one for the reason that the fact I had Tommy Hilfiger Art of Prep, and that was one of my favorite fragrances from that house. And someone commented on a video and was like, hey, this kind of reminds me of CK Free. So I went and purchased the bottle just to try it out, and it does. I think CK Free does a few things different. This one smells fresher. The tobacco to me is a little more present than in Art of Prep. Art of Prep did a really good job with making it warm, adding that spice, that tobacco in there, with making it sort of like an abstract sort of feeling to it. They did a really good job with that. CK Free seemed like they did the exact same thing, but it made it a bit more fresh. It definitely reminds me of it. I don't know which one of these came out first. Was it the Art of Prep or the CK? So the note layout: jackfruit, juniper berries, I believe it's star anise, suede, coffee, tobacco leaf, and buchu. Base is oak, patchouli, cedar, and ironwood. Just a really nice fragrance. And this honestly could be worn in the summer, but with that tobacco, you don't want to do too much of that in the summertime. But it's more of a fresh take on that particular note layout. I love it. I've always loved the Tommy Art of Prep, so this one just reminds me of it. And that is CK Free by Calvin Klein. Next one will be Dolce Gabbana Intenso. I was checking reviews for it, and a lot of people simply did not like this. This is the Eau de Parfum concentration. The name is Intenso. I think the name hurt this more than anything. If they would have named this something different, maybe Dolce Gabbana Nightlife, Dolce Gabbana Late Night, After Hour, anything. I think the fact that they named this Intenso and it's an Eau de Parfum concentration, it was just a tremendous letdown. I don't think the performance is really that great for it to be titled this way and look this way. You would think that this would be a beast, but it's not. It just really isn't. It's a great scent though, but I think it's the performance and the level of the scent that we were expecting. That's what was the disappointment. Let's look at the note breakdown on this one. It says it opened with some fresh aquatics, basil, lavender. Has some woods in there, some floral notes. Has notes of honey, tobacco. It says it's notes, dry notes of hay. So that's different. It just smells really dry, somewhat creamy, and lavender. And you get it's a little hint of sweetness in there. So it, to me, is nice. It works out. This would be a good date night scent. Perfect for the fall. Like, this is a fall scent. Fall and winter, this is a perfect scent. So I'm gonna be trying this out, because out of the bottle it may smell like this, but trying it on, it may do something totally different with my body chemistry. So I'm gonna be wearing this one in the fall and the winter quite a bit. Is CK Shock. This one kind of caught me off guard. So a few people was suggesting this one. I always open it up and smell it. Man, there's so many things happening with this one. A few people were suggesting this one as a nice cheapy pickup, and it's just really different, and it kind of comes at a different angle. It's really nice. It's sweet, it's peppery, it's powdery, but it's fresh. Has notes of cucumber, clementine. You get a lot of that citrus and that cucumber right in the opening, which is pleasant. Energy drinks accord. I can't really place that one. I didn't get that. I figured the shock was from something, energy or mint related or something like that. But yeah, I didn't get that one. Black pepper, which I definitely get. You get that green note with the basil. So like that slight spiciness. Cardamom. You got tobacco, musk, patchouli, and some woods in here. It's a beautiful scent. I like it, especially for the price. Nice, spicy. It's not taking itself too serious. It's a little chill. This will be good for the fall. And that is CK1 Shot. Next up, this is one of my favorites. This scent is Blue Seduction by Antonio Banderas. I am a huge fan of this. I bought this back in like 2009 or something like that. Just beautiful. It's a blue scent, but it adds like this sweet, like this sugary sweet warmness to it, and that's where that cappuccino note comes in. So far, like, it has notes of melon, mint, cardamom, nutmeg, ocean notes. It has apple, cappuccino, oak. It has some woods and some musk going on. I don't really get mint, but I definitely get that juicy sort of melon in the beginning. I get some of those slight sparkling notes from the nutmeg and the cardamom. Apple, let me see, I'm not sure if I really get apple. I'm not really getting the apple like that. I'm getting everything else, and I'm getting that depiction of that cappuccino. Because smelling it, you're not going to just like, oh, there's a cappuccino in there. It's going to be like this creamy sugariness, and it's kind of warm, has somewhat of a slight chocolate vibe to give it that cappuccino sort of depiction. Beautiful scent. You can honestly wear this in the summer as well, but this will be one of my fall scents because of the warmer presence that it has, the sweet and that sugariness, and some of that slight spice that it has. This is going to be one of my fall grabs. My next fragrance is Shadow by Ajmal. I love this bottle. This presentation is just different. It's a nice size bottle, great scent, great presentation, nice little atomizer on here. It's not bad at all. I'm going to actually spray my strip. I'm already getting some of it in the air anyway. Oh, man. Nice powdery, not powdery, but peppery, spicy. Man, this is nice. It has clary sage, incense, vetiver, sandalwood, patchouli, and musk. Simple breakdown, not a whole lot of fruit or anything like that going on, just some good musk, spice, and some wood. Oh, man, that's nice. This is going to be a perfect fall and winter time fragrance, especially in the colder climates. You may want to, I'm going to personally probably hit a few more sprays than I normally would, not too much, but I will probably do in the dead winter, maybe 5 sprays of this. Cause this is a spicy, peppery, but it's still kind of soft, light, and airy. It's not real heavy and dense. It's not real, to me, it's not a choke you out kind of scent, but who knows what it'll do under some heat. So once you're layering up and you're bundled up under that heat, it may do something a little different. But right out the bottle, just smelling it, this is a really, really nice scent. This was a blind buy. I just wanted to try it out. I saw the bottle, it looked pretty unique. The price was real nice. I think it was maybe 20 some bucks. So I wanted to try it out, and so far I'm happy with it. But I will be trying this one out and wearing this one more frequently in the fall. Next fragrance is a powerful fragrance. This fragrance does not hold back. Very loud. It's loud, it's pungent, but it's creamy, it's fruity at the same time. It got a lot going on. This is a very, what I like to call like a scent that dances really well. It just has a lot going on, and it incorporates all those things. This fragrance is Oud Touch by Frank Olivier. Love it. Love this fragrance. Can't wait to break this out in the fall and in the winter. I can't wait to break this out. This maybe cost me maybe $20, maybe $18, $19 or something like that on Fragrance X. I can't wait to spray the strip. I know it's still on the strip. Oh man. And you still get some of that fruit that was in the beginning. You still get some of the fruit. The fruit doesn't disappear. It kind of lingers and just dances along, like. But to me, it's not linear. To me, it doesn't seem like, oh, what you spray is what you get. It is a little bit of that, but it dances a little bit. Like it kind of begins to become a little more sweeter and creamier as it goes on. Like right now, you still getting that punchy spice. That spice kind of dies down, and you just left with this creaminess and this wood and this musk, and it's just beautiful. And somebody get a whiff of this in the winter or in the fall. You hit it with a few light sprays, they're gonna enjoy that. The note breakdown on this hidden gem is orange, raspberry, caramel, middle notes of violet, patchouli, rose, jasmine, base notes of amber, musk, and vanilla. So that vanilla and that amber and that musk is what's gonna be kind of that creaminess at that bottom that you're gonna be getting later in the hours of spraying this. That orange and that raspberry, I got that. You get that right out the gate, and it stays and it hangs around for a while. Orange, raspberry, and caramel, that is pretty cool. I like that. Oud Touch by Frank Olivier. This next fragrance is, you might not be able to see it in brightness, but this is Creed Royal Oud. This is an atomizer that I made for that particular oil. I picked that up from African imports as well, and made a 70-30 oil concentration mix in an atomizer. Man, that is creamy. I like woods. I like ouds and woods and stuff like that and spices that can be a little smooth and not just be so punch you in the face. I like something that can be a little smooth and that can be chill and that can just be kind of creamy. This one really does that right out the gate. Like I really love this scent. Really love it. Very new to the Creed house. I don't have much experience with a lot of their fragrances. I smelled Aventus and I have a few clones of Aventus here, and I actually got one on the way. I have the Aventus body oil that I got from African Imports. Smells spot on. It's just less of that birch. It's a little more fruitier, juicier, and warm. It's warm, but it's not as warm as the original cologne, and it's not as smoky as the original cologne. It has the birch, but not as much. So I know that with the oils, you don't get the full presentation. This one, they do a really good job being able to deliver that sort of that oud and that wood. Oh man, that is nice. You definitely get the lemon when you smell this. You get that lemon. I don't really get the pink berry as much, but I definitely get that lemon and that bergamot. As it settles down, it becomes a little woodier and creamier. I definitely get like that cedar wood, and that sandalwood is a little as subtle as normal. And on the note layout, it has a Tonkin musk, sandalwood, and regal Indian oud. It's just a nice, creamy, well done, like an oudy, wood, spicy sort of fragrance. This one is Goodfellow & Co. Number 1, Blue, Sage, and Tonka. Oh man, this can be a spring, I wouldn't say summer, but this can be like a spring fragrance as well as fall and winter. So you can actually break this out fall, probably do a little bit in the winter, and introduce a little bit of it in the spring. Super clean, fresh. It's sharp, but not in a piercing kind of. That's really nice. It has notes of zesty lime, smooth sage, undertones of warm tonka, amber, and wood. That is pleasant. This is a 1.7 ounce bottle. I love the presentation with that frosted amber glass. This simple presentation. This is about 23 bucks at Target. That's just nice. Let me go ahead and get a quick. That atomizer is a beast too. You see that? Wow. Oh, that smell is crazy. Super fresh. You get like the slight pepperiness to it as well. You get that lime. It reminds me of like a blue lavender, but it's not as floral as that. It's just enjoyable. Got that spice a little bit from that tonka. This will definitely be one that I'll be rocking in the fall. Oh man, I can put some of that in my little diffuser and just have it spraying in the room. I might do that low key. This is Replica by Mason Margiela. This is the By the Fireplace. I love these. These are so cool because they do like depictions and like an exact depiction of whatever the name is. So if it says something by the fireplace, when you smell it, it's just like, yeah, like that makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? Like everything that they had one like sailing or set sail or something like that. And yeah, it was a direct depiction of the ocean, the sea. You get blue aquatics that of course they mimic that. They go off of that depiction. They use certain notes, marine notes, ocean accords. But that one, it was just like, yeah, that was exactly what it was. So I'm definitely gonna be checking out their line a little bit more. That's just beautiful. It's just beautiful, yo, that they actually were able to get that depiction so spot on that way. That's just crazy. Like all the notes that they combine, and it smells like a fireplace, like a burning, smoldering fireplace. Oh man, the note layout is pink pepper, orange blossom, cloves. Middle notes are chestnut, wood, juniper. Base notes are vanilla, balsam, and cashmere. It smells just like a fireplace. I will probably wear this more so in the winter than I would in the fall, but I wouldn't mind breaking it out in the fall as well. I think that'll be a great head turner. People just be like, you smell like you smell like a fire, like you literally smell like a fireplace. Like this is so cool. It's so cozy, warm. It literally takes you right to the depiction. You know, it's spot on. This fragrance is Euphoria Intense by Calvin Klein. To me, this was easily a good fall pick. I think that this fragrance is perfect for fall with just the way that it smells, that sweetness, that woodiness, slight spice that it has to it. I think this is going to be excellent. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I don't really hear this talked about a whole lot, but I do remember when it came out that it was pretty popular and that it did do pretty well when it was first released. This came out in 2008, so it was a year after I graduated. I loved this scent, and I just never had a chance to pick it up at that time because I just wasn't really into the colognes as heavy as I am now. I would like colognes, but I just wasn't really going out and just purchasing a bunch of them and just trying out different scents. I was buying what was convenient for my pockets at that time. Fresh out of high school, I didn't have the best pockets, so I wasn't able to just go and spend 80, 90, or 70 on this. But I was able to get this on fragrance.x for a very good price, like 30 bucks. I got nothing here. Oh man, it's a little bit of citrus going on in here too. At least I feel like it is. You definitely get that spice. Oh man, that smells great. What I like is that warm and sweet, chill, creamy, velvety sort of dry down that it has. Love it. This thing is made of myrrh, spice, ambergris, vetiver, labdanum, and agarwood. You get some of that wood, you get some of that spice in there as well in the beginning, but all that mellows down. I'm smelling the inside of this cap here, and like this is that dry down, that smooth, chill, creamy, warm dry down. This is definitely going to be a favorite of mine during the fall season. Oh man, I love it. That is it for my fall fragrances, you guys. I'm new to the to the fragrance community. You guys have shown nothing but love and gave me nothing but guidance, insight into new scents, stepping out of my comfort zone and trying some new fragrances. I will be also doing mix videos, like doing some different blends, maybe trying this cologne. Last night I mixed these two, and that was wonderful. This actually could be another one as well. The Nautica Midnight Voyage. This actually could be another fall one as well because it's blue, it's aquatic. It's blue, it's aquatic, citrusy, got a little bit of mint, but it's still kind of warm, and that's what I always pay attention to, is the scents that kind of warm up and become a little more musky and linger and got that smooth finish, like a little vanilla finish or something like that. Yeah, this one is nice, but I mixed these two last night and that was just wonderfulness. This is already very complex and just well put together. Thought process behind the note layout is impeccable. It's just really good fragrance for the price too. And I mixed it with this and added a little bit of that citrus and that clean sharp and that aquaticness, that aquatic tone to this warm and powdery, spicy, citrus, creamy, vanilla. It just danced perfectly. So these two might be a nice little fragrance mix or blend for my fall fragrances. But yeah, you'll see me doing that a little bit more too, and just like different experimenting around with some of the scents that I do have, some of the oils that I do have. With having oils, it makes it a lot easier because you're not dealing with that harsh opening or anything like that, or that overload. You just kind of get like this nice, beautiful blend depending on what you do. That is it for this video, you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.